This is not exactly the video I want to make, but it's one that realistically has to be made. I'm done with Overwatch. And before we get into why, I think it's a little bit important to really say thank you to everyone that came along with me on this journey. I mean, everyone from 8 years ago when I was a freshman in high school, 4 years ago when I was a freshman in college starting YouTube. I can't be where I was today if it wasn't for all of you supporting me, watching the content, learning alongside me, seeing me compete, all of that journey. Trust me, it's not something that I necessarily want to leave behind, but it's the right time to do so. It's super cool though, and I think what's really interesting about gaming now, if there's any like aspiring creators or players that are where I was 8 years ago as like a 13-year-old kid, the crazy thing is that if you put the work in, esports will get you somewhere. And I think that's a really magical thing about it and something I learned with Overwatch. So definitely something to think about. But why am I done? I think that's the whole reason why I'm really making this video, because I think a lot of people are yapping right now about the game's going downhill. What's next? Something needs to be different. Let's start with Overwatch 2. I think that 5v5 was a huge mistake for the game. I've been very vocal about this on streams. I've been very vocal about this before Overwatch 2 came out. Why did they do this? I mean, I guess it's to make the game more palatable, but the thing is with Overwatch is the part of the beauty of it, for me at least, is that it wasn't palatable, that there was some deep depth to the game, and there wasn't, I mean, there was a lot of BS, don't get me wrong, but that interaction between the main tank and the off tank is realistically what made Overwatch. It's what made it different than Call of Duty. It's what made it different than X-Defiant, a lot of these other games, is that whole synergy between it made it have that perfect mix of MOBA and FPS for me that really just, I don't know, something hit home about it. And once you added 5v5, it just started to lose a lot of its depth, especially when you started adding supports like Kiriko. 5v5 wasn't bad before Kiriko. When support was punished for bad plays, you had to really be a great support player, but now you have so many tools at your disposal. And me being a support player and teaching other players to try to learn Ana and Zen, when it's like, dude, just play Kiriko. It killed a lot of it for me. And it just keeps getting worse. I mean, Sojourn's been meta for almost like a year and a half. She's always been strong. Other characters getting released, same problem, aside from maybe Lifeweaver. So it's taken a huge downturn. We could talk about Brig and all this other stuff for hours on end, but realistically for me, as this is an opinionated piece, Kiriko killed the game for me. 5v5 definitely didn't help. It started going downhill from there. On top of that, the pro scene, while it is doing a lot better, it's just taken so long to get to this point that I realistically just don't think there's a lot of promise to it. And a big part of gaming for me is competing. I'm a competitive person. If you watched my streams, you know that. And the reason why I teach you guys and I'm able to is if I can compete and play the game at a high level so I can give you high level information. I just don't feel like the scene is at a place where I can realistically do that for you. And I want to do that because I don't see that there's a lot of promise in the scene. I really hope that I'm wrong about this and that more players get the opportunity to play on those big orgs like TSM, big TSM fan. I hope more orgs like TSM, Space Station, FaZe start making their way into it so I can be wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But after talking to a lot of pros, like, it's not going to get back to where it was Overwatch League when I was playing on Xbox, like in 2018. That was peak. I just don't see ever getting back to that. And every time I try to push pro, I'm always going to have that thought in the back of my head, like 2018, where have we gone? And for me, it's just too much to keep going. It's too much. On top of all of that, I could yap about, oh, like this, that, and that. At the end of the day, this could all just be BS. And the main reason why I might just not be wanting to do this anymore is I'm simply burnt out. I mean, it's just playing a game for 8 years. It becomes not a game anymore. It becomes a chore. It felt like this even before I went to PC when I was playing on console. It's like, man, I'm playing Overwatch every day. This feels like a chore. It doesn't feel like a game I want to play every day. And that should have been a big wake-up call for me. But I still enjoyed my time when I did move to PC. And I have a lot of great moments. It's not the same anymore. And I don't even think it's me being burnt out of making videos and the content side of working. I think it's more so me just being burnt out of the game, because with 18 credits in college, thank God I graduated from Penn State. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. 18 credits a month, my junior year, hardest classes I've ever taken. And I was still pumping out 4 videos a week for Overwatch 2 at release. So I don't think it's the content. I realistically think it's just, I need something new. And I think a lot of people feel that same sentiment. So don't feel like you have to just be like, I'm done with Overwatch. But I think realistically, consider taking that break. And just the reason why am I done content? Why am I not just done playing Overwatch? Why am I done with Overwatch content as a whole? I can't make good content unless I'm playing the game every day. I can't play the game every day if I simply don't like the game. And I'm just not happy making it. If I'm not happy playing the game, I'm not going to be happy to make content on the game. And then I'm just robbing you of good content. It's that simple. You should watch people that are good at the game, that are happy playing the game. And those players are just not me right now. Those players are your B-Dogs. So if you haven't looked at B-Dog, he's pretty much taking the torch. He's running forward with the content idea. So there's other players out there, and I'm sure I'll leave it in the description of people that you should look at. I just think the new age is not me. So what's next? Am I done just being a content creator in general? Absolutely not. I love this job. It's great. I love waking up every day and being like, man, what's the next video I can make? The only thing is, I just don't think I can do it with Overwatch anymore. What I can tell you is that because we've made it this far in Overwatch, we've gotten a lot of other opportunities that I cannot talk about yet, but there are games around the corner that you will definitely want to be on the lookout for. I won't say anything on this video just for the sake of length, but there will be another video coming out relatively soon talking about other games that if you're like me and you've been playing Overwatch for 9 years and you're like, man, I really need something new, I'm going to cover those. And I'm going to try to see where this channel goes, but we have an idea. I just cannot talk about it yet. Just keep in mind, we're going places. This is not the end of PAZ. This is just a simply new beginning. It just kind of sucks that something has to end to get here. It sucks that that's just kind of how it has to be. So I guess my parting words here as we close out this video is just thank you. Thank you for everyone that popped into streams. Thank you to everyone that popped into videos. It's kind of insane just how much we've been able to do simply just working together on making content. I mean, the best part of this all, if I could look back on any fond memories of making content, it was realistically the idea at the start of Overwatch 2 and before Overwatch 2 came out, having everyone just band together in Discord and help us record and make guides because we really just wanted to make the best educational content we could with each other. And that's what I have to be thankful for. Thank you for being willing to work with me as I was new to it all and helping me record, helping me with different ideas. Just thank you for watching all this stuff because it really changed a lot about me and my real life interactions, everything. I've learned so much from this job and I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that helped me with my pro scene stuff as well. Thank you to everyone at Penn State for playing with me. But now that it's done and I've graduated and I don't really have a need to play anymore, I think now is the realistic finishing point and it's time to do the responsible thing and take that next step. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. I'm really excited about the future on this channel, but if Overwatch is where you want to stay and that's where your heart lies, if you decide to unsubscribe, hey, I appreciate you while you were on the ride here. I really do. I hope that ranked still provides a meaningful experience to you. If you still go with Overwatch, I hope you really hit those goals. I hope I still aided you in getting there. But realistically, my goal on this channel wasn't to get you guys to be good at Overwatch. It's for you guys to get good at games. How you can think better and not just get better at the game, but get better at thinking and critical thinking because it's a serious skill that lacks in gaming and it will take you very far. No matter what game you play, you will be better if you can learn the game and truly think about the actions you're doing. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. But until next time, I've got to peace out and pass out. I'll see you in the next one.